bout on the undercard. Mia St. John, a.k.a. the Knockout, will be taking on Kelley Downey. And for that, let's take you back downstairs to our anchor, Jim Lampley.
All right, thank you, JB. An outdoor look at nighttime in Las Vegas. And here is Mia St. John. She freely acknowledges, does the Playboy model, that she's not a great fighter. But she understands her role and says, I hope I can bring interest to the sport, particularly to women's boxing. There's the record. 12 wins, no losses, 7 KOs against carefully chosen opposition. And tonight's opponent in her 5th professional fight is a former kickboxer from Kansas City named Kelley Downey. There's the record. 3 wins, 1 loss. Made her pro debut just a little bit less than a year ago. Downey's grandmother said yesterday, watching her granddaughter fight is, quote, like having a heart attack. So she's about to have a heart attack watching Kelley fight against Mia St. John, and then Mia's appearance in Playboy next month will perhaps stimulate a few more heart attacks. And here's the tail of the tape. You can see that Mia has reached the age of 32. She's in her prime. Kelley Downey, 26. Height advantage of 1.5 inches for Mia St. John. Reach advantage of 1.5 inches. Mia simply tries to throw as many punches as she possibly can. Harold, how about the rules?
Okay, the Mia St. John Kelley Downey fight is scheduled for 4 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. Each round is 2 minutes. There is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and it cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 4th and final round. Jim.
Thank you, Harold. And now let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the pre-fight introductions.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of Top Rank Incorporated, your king of beers, Budweiser, Paris, Las Vegas, and the Mandalay Bay of Las Vegas, we go to 4 rounds of boxing. This is for the IBA Women's 4-round Featherweight Championship. The 3 judges scoring this contest will be Cindy Barton, Carol Castellano, and Davy Pearl. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Kenny Bayless. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the brown and gold and weighing in at 126 pounds. She has a record of 3-1, all 3 victories by knockout. She comes to us from Merriman, Kansas. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the challenger, Irish Kelley Downey. And her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing Playboy pink and weighing in at 125 pounds. A perfect professional record. 12 bouts, 12 victories with 7 knockouts to her credit. Fighting out of Canoga Park, California, ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated IBA Women's 4-round Featherweight Champion, Mia Rosales St. John.
Ring center. Ring center. Okay, ladies, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want the fight clean at all times. Good luck to both of you. Touch them up.
Well, Larry?
Judge.
I wonder if this is 1 step ahead for women's boxing or 2 steps to the rear. What do you think, Jim?
I think the bell has sounded for round 1. And Kelley Downey starts off with a hard right hand to the body, and Mia St. John tries to return in kind.
I think Mia was unkind to herself when she says she's not a good boxer. She is on the verge of even being great for women's boxing. Not to be compared with the men's state of boxing now. These girls are strong, they're courageous, they go out in front of a big crowd like this and give their own. You can't say anything about it.
I agree with you, George, that no matter what we think of this kind of exhibition,
it's not an exhibition, Larry.
It takes nerve. It takes nerve and courage to go out there and risk whatever you risk in a boxing contest.
Yeah, this is not an exhibition, though. This is a boxing match.
However, Christy Martin and Lucia Riker were real fighters who were real skilled and put on a real show. This is hardly worth looking at in the gymnasium.
I do think Mia's getting better. She has a little more leverage on her punches. She's not just arm flailing as we've seen her do on a couple of occasions in the past. I also think she's going to have to be better because Kelley Downey throws haymakers with bad intentions.
She's better. You guys just can't compare them to men. She is good, very good.
Mia St. John able to drive Kelley Downey back with the left hand so that Downey missed with her wild flailing right. Mia staying within her envelope a little bit more tonight.
Bobbing and weaving. Can you believe that? Now tell me that is not skill.
There's no question she is improving.
Work out.
Round one, much more of a tactical boxing match than has been the case in past Mia St. John fights. And Mia tries to close the round with a flurry, as professional fighters learn to do. And quickly, referee's instructions to Oscar De La Hoya.
Punch or anything low. You score a knockdown, I'm saying.
Midge Halpern was the referee for De La Hoya's tough test early this year against Ike Quartey. He was the referee who quite properly and intelligently did not stop the fight in the 12th when De La Hoya had Quartey on the ropes and in trouble.
Good right hand by St. John. Really, the first punch of the fight that she threw. Former going right back after St. John. Kind of wild and a little out of control, but being brave. Yeah, well, good. She's not showing any intimidation. No, and she seems really relaxed in there. And came here to give it her best shot. That's something to be said. In November of 2001, Mia St. John was TKO'd by Rolanda Andrews in a fight in San Antonio, Texas. And now trying to rebuild things again and climb back up the ladder. She said she's not going to let that loss bother her. Nobody's going to remember who beat her. You know, it's kind of true. I mean, she said it was a blow to me, but really not to my career. Because to this day, no one seems to care about who I lost to. And she's still going on and working and collecting paychecks. Very good promoter. She gets out there. Of course, is great on camera. You saw her in the open of our show here tonight. Christy Fulmer, I think, an effective first round for her. Come out here in round two, Barry looking more to get into the actions. I think she was taken by surprise a little bit by the aggressiveness of Christy Fulmer in round one. But look at Christy. Going after her, not landing with very much, but going after her, draws a smile from Mia St. John. That's what Mia wants. Mia wants her opponent to come to her.
A little bit of blood from the right nostril of Christy Fulmer. Or at least some reddening over there.
Christy was a Golden Gloves champion in her hometown. Actually, not her hometown, but in the big city of Muncie. Her hometown, the small city of Cedar Lake. Took a shot with the left hand, did Mia St. John.
Mia's going to have to get to work here because she's got an anxious and a hungry opponent looking to score another upset here tonight.
And one who's not afraid of her.
In the corner of Christy Fulmer, they were telling her between rounds, she's not in very good shape. Keep up the aggressiveness.
Christy Fulmer, an athlete. You mentioned that she was on the track and cross-country teams. She was also a rugby player. Good shot again by Fulmer. It's been a very good round for Fulmer.
Well, she's taking the play away from Mia St. John. Now Mia trying to get her jab to work.
What Fulmer is doing, she's out quicking Mia St. John. Long right hand missed. Ducked under that shot.
Christy Fulmer showing that aggressiveness, not afraid of Mia St. John. Landed that good left hook in round number 2, and then later on in the round, still coming forward. A right pushes Mia back. I think Mia St. John has been surprised here this evening
by the fearlessness and the aggressiveness of her opponent.
And the quickness.
Oh, let's go.
See if Fulmer can stay on the gas here. I felt she won that last round. That was caught on the gloves mostly. That looked more like the Tim Witherspoon right, over the top. Now St. John punching harder in this round. And Fulmer is just going to try to smother Mia St. John with punches. Not a bad idea.
Sean O'Grady, it's a fight here. This is a very interesting matchup. You know, in this match, Fulmer looks like she has more experience. She's taking the fight to St. John. Mia looks a little bit befuddled. Also, Mia's mouth open, showing a few signs of fatigue. Lips are kind of dry. Really kind of wondering what she's got herself into, guys.
Good right hand by Fulmer in close quarters and a chopping left hand. St. John had landed some good punches right before that, and some very solid shots, but still Fulmer continues to shrug them off and walk straight ahead. Fulmer has done good right hand by St. John that time. Fulmer has done a lot of damage inside, I started to say. She got stuck with the right hand by Mia St. John, though. I think Mia's landed the harder punches in this round. But Fulmer on the punch count, you know, would probably have a big lead in terms of at least how many she's thrown. Double left hand by St. John. Going into the corner of Mia St. John. At the very least, Mia getting a workout tonight.
Very good round. That was a good round, all right? You landed good punches. You did real good, okay? Just try this round. Take a deep breath.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the fourth and final round.
Take a deep breath. Back her up. You're landing real good. You're landing real good punches. And she backs up. This is the last round. Can you give me 2 hard minutes? Last round. Take a deep breath.
Christy Fulmer.
I need 2 hard minutes. 2 hard minutes. Keep them back on the ropes. This fight should not be a close. Close fight. You gotta give it to me, all right? How you feel?
Feel good.
Huh? Deep breath. Deep breath, buddy. Slow deep breath. Right here. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Mia St. John with a real fight in her hands here tonight, Barry, as we enter the fourth and final round.
It really is.
They're telling her in the corner to back up Christy Fulmer. That's something that's been hard to do tonight. I thought Mia St. John had a much better round in round 3 and won the round. Fulmer has been able to get inside, as you said. I think one of the reasons for that maybe is that Mia St. John has a tendency to throw her punches outside in, and Fulmer's just slipping inside. Still to come on main event, Tim Witherspoon. Your scoring so far, 1-point edge for Fulmer. If she can win this round, she might score a stunning upset if the judges see it the way you do.
Right, no, hey, don't do it, don't do it.
Tommy
right.
Kimmons, the referee.
Go.
Good right hand, Fulmer again.
Stop, no punching. No box.
The warning to St. John was about elbowing. St. John kind of staying away here.
Stop.
And there she did it again.
Grab her by the head. You all right? Let's go.
Christy Fulmer, only 21 years old. A university student. Trying to pull off a big upset here tonight. Ball State University. David Letterman, of course, one of those famous grabs. And Fulmer right back on Mia St. John. Finishing with a flourish. Look at this. Did she do enough? Maybe. Real good action. Real good action. The crowd loves it. I'll tell you, that's 2 fights, 2 barn burners, 2 crowd pleasers.
Unbelievable. Main event's going to have to stand up to that.
That's right.
Well, can I ask fans,
Well,
are you
Christy
pleased
Fulmer,
with
at the
tonight's
very least,
performances?
brought everything to Mia St. John and might, in fact, have won the fight. It's in the hands of the judges. We'll find out when we come back.
Judge Michael Pernick scores the bout 39-37. And finally, Judge Elmo Adolph scores the bout 39-37 for your winner by majority decision, Mia Rosales St. John.
Well, the crowd echoing my sentiments.
Well, I have to admit, I had the fight 39-37 for Christy Fulmer. I thought that Mia won the 3rd round, but that Fulmer took 1, 2, and 4. And the crowd, I guess, agrees. Christy looks pretty good. She'll be back. Mia St. John gets the decision very, very close. One judge scored it a draw at 38-38. The 2 others at 39-37 for Mia.
Yeah, that is very, very surprising. I think maybe even Mia might have been a little bit surprised. Everyone's opinion, the crowd, us, everyone else, there's your winner, but Sean O'Grady's with the real winner. Sean?
Mia, you got the victory. I know she wants to win over Christy, but not this Christy Fulmer. How far are you away from making a Christy Martin fight?
Well, we've been talking to Christy, Sean, to get her out here on Fox. Team her up against Mia out here before these fans throw her out of here. This reminds me of Witherspoon in London many years ago.
Well, these fans may want a Christy Fulmer fight against Mia St. John. Guys?
Yeah, it was, I don't know. I just didn't see it that way, and maybe she did throw the harder punches,
Yeah, I
but she
think
didn't throw nearly as many of them.
No, I think she did throw the harder punches, but I thought that the volume of punches that Christy Fulmer threw tonight had her having the slight edge in this bout.
Yeah, I felt the same way, and maybe we'll see this fight again. I don't know, maybe if you can't get Christy Martin, you get Christy Fulmer again. I'm not real sure Mia St. John will want any part of her, to tell
I
you the
wouldn't mind
truth.
seeing a rematch again. Yeah.
I thought Christy Fulmer came right out, gave herself the best chance to win. She was not in awe. She was not nervous. And the crowd continues to be on the winner.